Right, okay, welcome back to another Amiga Monday. I hope you, the UK lot are enjoying the second bank holiday we have this month. For those of you not in the UK, usually on May, I think we get two bank holidays, the beginning and the end of the month. This year we got an extra one due to the coronation of the King Charles III. So yeah, this is like another Sunday for us. But yeah, today on Amiga Monday, we're looking at Amiga Format CD6, and I'm going to try and get back into Wasted Dreams, but because the game I started way back, I think last year, and there were some spots of it that was very irritating. But I do want to kind of finish it off, so I'm just going to go for it today, I think. So we'll have to see how that works out. Right, let's turn this on. That's the correct frequency. Why is it not coming on? Give me a moment. Something not quite right here. So that's on. And that's plugged in. Oh, that's why. There we go. My dicky HDMI splitter, that's what the issue was. Okay, so first things first. Before we carry on, I believe there was another follower from yesterday. Thank you to Future that followed yesterday. Okay. Of course, you're getting to put the flash thing in. Okay, where were we last week? I think we looked through the reader stuff. I think we went through all of these, apart from the music in the gallery. Backdrops. X-Files, that didn't work for some reason. I don't think we looked at these two. The Youngest Home. Right, so we've got 3 left to do, and we've got the music and gallery. So let's have a quick look at the gallery. I've got readme docs, some JPEGs. To all the cool dudes at Amiga Format and anyone who reads this, all the objects are for all versions of Imagine, but you'll have to strip the textures first as they use IM30 and Essence 2 textures. Place all that you think are good enough into the public domain or your CD. All I want in return is information on Imagine 2, 3, or 4 as the manuals are expensive, I think that is. Setup is as follows: Amiga 1200 with Apollo 1220, total of 6 meg of RAM, 60 meg hard drive, and it's networked to a CD32 via Cernet. Okay. Let's see if we can actually open these. Shredded wheat cereal over here. Classic tomato ketchup, Tesco value specifically. God, that's going into the 90s. I remember those. It's the design more than anything else that I remember. That's some reassuring, yeah. So this was done in Imagine, which is one of the 3D programs done on the Amiga. I do like the way that the oil's been done. It does look very liquidy, oily liquidy. That's good. The bread's a bit blocky, but it's fine. It's still pretty good. I do like the shredded wheat box. I've got apple. That's pretty good. I do like the inclusion of the Tesco receipt at the bottom. So yeah, that's pretty well done. What else we got? Room 736. Nice reflective glass table there. I'm assuming that the top left will be representative of the oil paintings, you know, when they got that kind of sort of what do you call it? It's like when you look at it you can see that the troughs, is it the peaks and stuff of the paint? Start with that. And you got the car outside. Not bad. The fruit bowl looks like billiard balls. Let me have another look. Sorry, I missed that. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. That's not a bad representation, I suppose. I do actually like the at the far corner, the little aeroplane stand at the back. That's pretty good. That's quite nice. For those of you that are new anyway to this channel, just to let you know, I do try and go real hardware as much as I can. Currently, when I do Amiga Mondays, I do it through my Checkmate based a case. It's one of the Checkmate was one of the new cases that came out. It looks more like a desktop case. It's got a floppy drive, a CD-ROM drive, and I also have things like this, which is the Ethernet 3 Etherlink PC card, so I can actually go on the internet with it. Currently what's put in is I've got a compact flash card that I can put through the PCMCIA slot. And the good thing about that is it means that if I need to go and get a game that somebody suggests, I can just go straight to Windows, put it on, put it back through the Amiga machine, and I'm fine. I don't have to faff around with anything else. And this is how I'm using the CD-ROM images. It's basically going through that itself. And as you already saw, I'm actually using a image, like on Windows where you can mount the image for a CD. Well, there's programs you can do that with the Amiga as well. The Amiga it's got an accelerator card. It's got the new Terrible Fire 1230 in it, which means I get an 030 processor at about 50 megahertz. It's got something like a whopping amount of 120 odd meg of memory. And what else has it got in it? Oh, I can use keyboards like this. This is a Dell USB keyboard because it's got a USB external thing at the back. It was actually meant to go onto when I moved everything out of my old Amiga and put it in here. The other thing that I could buy separately was the keyboard bit, and I got that. So everything's in there, but the problem is it needs something called a Kira, which like kind of fits into the back end of it and provides a USB port. Unfortunately, since COVID and the chips shortage, that is not available at the moment, and they're talking about doing a third revision, so hopefully I can buy that. But at the moment, I'm having to stick with a Dell machine. Does it support USB, or is that some add-on board? No, it's an add-on board called something SUM. I have to find out which one it is. It basically sits. It's like a chip that sits on top of another chip, and it kind of like takes the same signals, but kind of process it out through like USB. What was it called? Oops. That's fine. Amiga keyboard USB. Sorry if the thing keeps flashing. I've just got a dicky HDMI splitter. Yep, found it. There you go. That's what I'm using to get the USB stuff out. I do remember using a PS2 to USB adapters as supposed to signal camera translate. It's been a while since I used old hardware. Yeah, so what I've said in the chat is basically what I'm using. Support for both USB, HID, USB to PS2 keyboards. Not gaming or LED backlit keyboards. A1200 compatibility. Built-in USB stack. Bootloader and stuff. Yeah, it's got a load of things in, but it's pretty good for what it is. So that's that. Where is it? Yeah. At some point, I'm thinking of putting an FPU in this because I can, and because I do want to play around with the 3D stuff at some point on the Amiga. I know it's not going to add much more, but it'll be fine. I've got loads of memory, and why not? So this is a throne rune, I believe. Old classic kind of medieval style. It's good to see that they've tried to go for a stained glass window effect. It doesn't quite work, but it's almost there, I'd say. I think it's just because you can see, usually with stained glass windows, you can't actually see what's behind it, even if it's in the light, because I think they've got that kind of effect. It doesn't quite let everything coming through, but it's still not a bad effort. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I do like the way it's bouncing off the floor. Sorry about the signal keeps bouncing in and out. Okay, next one. Toy Dozer. Ah, yes, the dumpster truck type thing. And it's Lego style. Well, he's Lego style anyway. Yeah, it's nice. Hello there, Stork. Just going through some of the images we didn't get to see last week. What we got here. Because Alistair renders his pictures at such high resolution, we've put half-size versions in this drawer that won't rob you of all your chip RAM. Wireframe objects for these pictures were created in Imagine 3 and Real 3D 2.3, edited using Photogenics 2 and Imagine 3. Also used Lightwave for creating a sky in a picture called Old Mansion, which is a still from an animation I'm currently creating. That's it. Right, the question is, can we open this? That'll be a no. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Ah, there is JPEG stuff. Right, let's start with this one. Not quite sure what that is. I mean, that kind of looks like teeth in a mouth, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's just like a room or something. Let's just talk about this being the sky, but that kind of looks like some sort of tunnel. But then I'm just not quite sure what the rest of this is. Alright, whatever. Old Mansion. A clown's bum hole, yeah. The way that the old mansion on this is lit kind of gives me slight kind of impressions of Resident Evil in a kind of weird way. Oh, speaking of PS1 style things, there's something I really should get. So there was a demo that was shown by Pints and Amiga called Alien 2, and the graphics in there were just like, this feels like PS1 stuff. I'll have to show it before we go to the main game. that was a good demo. That's alright. And acoustics. So there's a guitar there. Oh, this is a bigger guitar kind of pushing out towards, right, I see. Yeah. He just basically multi-layered guitars with different effects on them. Fair enough. One thing you will find on these, or we have found on these, is loads of Babylon 5 stuff and DS9 stuff, because this was about the time that they were out. Ernest put together this little expressionist number using his A600 and DP3 in an hour and a half using only the spray can and freehand tools. Okay. That's pretty... It's pretty good for an hour and a half. It's got that kind of rusticy, artisty look. No dots for this one. That's Freedomscape. One. So I think it's a bit of Smirnoff vodka at the top right there. And Miller at the bottom left. It's been a while since I've seen a Miller around. I don't even think the UK has them anymore. I remember they were a big thing. Well, I'd say big thing. They were advertised a lot more in the 90s. Maybe just the place I'm at doesn't actually stock them. It's an American lager pish. I think so. I just remember at the UK advertising it down here, but that was kind of mid to early 90s. So I think we had a spell of them, a spell of selling them down here. A bit like, what was the other lagers we used to get? Castlemaine 4X, which was the Australian one. I've not seen that around. The only Australian ones we do have, I think, is Foster's. Oh, the other American stuff we do have, I think. Isn't it Budweiser? That's American, I believe. I remember used to drinking that years ago. Never had Bud Light, I just remember the original Budweisers in the bottles. I know we've got this. There's Budweiser from Czech and Budweiser from America. First is good. Okay, I didn't know there was a Czech version. What was that? Still Life, that was. Okay, John Moore, what have you got? Really gonna have to fix this bloody splitter. It's the power. It's very dicky. And thank you, Cat. Give me a moment while I try and get this back on. There we go. Right, read me. Right, all pics and objects created by John Moore on Amiga 1200s did not build sat object. All pics in high-res lays ham 8. Space pic with sat AGA with Imagine 2 rendered on a standard 1200 with a 270 quantum 3.5-inch hard drive. Backdrop rendered first, time 28 minutes, April 95. Sat rendered second, time 12 minutes, date 96. Went to mate's house, A1200, AE, HD, 6 meg rev, flare rendered in image FX, 96. Clock pick, Imagine 3.3, rendered on an Amiga 1200, 80 meg, 6 meg of RAM, time 2 hours 45 minutes, and Ring pick rendered on an A1200, 2 hours 12 minutes 96. Okay, so quickest one being the space pick. Oh. Okay, let's look at that one first. Looks a bit like the Hubble Space Telescope, but that didn't launch until... When did Hubble launch? Well, I think it was 2000. No, launch date was April 24th, 1990. I didn't realise it had been going on long. I didn't realise it was been going on since the 1990s. But that does look very hubbly. Right, so we've got the 2-hour ones. We've got clock pick. Wonder whether it's all the reflections that's caused it to spend a lot longer. I know you've got all the kind of brickwork at the back. Don't know whether that's texture or something else. Because I know with 3D stuff nowadays you can sculpt right into the mesh to get that kind of like pushed in look and things. I don't know what it's like on the Amiga. And then we've got the room pick. Somebody playing Zool. Not sure if that's a 500 or 1200 on there. I'm going to suspect 1200 because I'm pretty sure the 500 had a wider back at the back of it. Pedro, what have you got? Why is that ASCII? Oh, okay. Warm is an image created by Pedro Fonseca on Image FX2 using an A1200 with 7 meg RAM and 1.2 gig hard drive. Didn't realize there was 1 gig hard drives at that point. Oh, actually, 96. Yeah, that would have been right, 96, because my PC that we bought in September 97 was a 2.1 gig. So yeah, that's about right. Files in JPEG format, comes with a thumbnail image. Okay, someone from Portugal. It's just a standard space pick. It's nice, but yeah, space pick. Yeah, that's okay. Right, that was the gallery done. Now let's look at the music. It's got quite a bit of music in here. No experience with trackers of any kind until 3 weeks ago. Didn't even know what a sample or module was. Not even used a computer until 3 weeks ago. Now I have a disc full of songs that are created using 1200 and Optimed. Included on this disc what I think used to be 2 of my better attempts. Okay. Oh cool, Hippopello comes up quickly. That was my cat that did that. Oi! Shifty bum. Yeah, it's okay. We've got samples galore.
Action.
Okay, I think we get the idea of that. I'm probably not going to go through all the music on this, to be fair. There's a lot of files on here. Beacon Spell mod. Massive tune. What on earth? Why are we on quadra player? Not recognized module. That's interesting. Let's see if I can. Should have a mod player here. I think Optimed might do it.
I win. I win. I win. I win. You win. Say it. That is incorrect. Say it. That is incorrect. Wrong. Try again. That is incorrect. Wrong. Try again. That is incorrect. Wrong. Try again. That is incorrect. You are correct. That is right. Now try.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good mod. Does it give an artist? I think it was Steven something or other.
Wrong. Try again. That is incorrect. Wrong. Try again. That is incorrect. Wrong. Try again. That is incorrect. Wrong. Try again. That is incorrect.
Stephen Devine, maybe? I don't know if it's. I don't know if it is him, but that's what folder it is in. Stephen Devine. facts. Let me just see if there's a.
You win. I win. You
No,
win.
that's
I
the
win.
only thing that's
I
in
win.
there.
Say it. I win. Say it. You win. I win. You win. I win. Wrong. Try again. That is incorrect. Hurry store.
Looks like it. I don't know how else you'd be able to find it, because sometimes what they do is they put additional stuff in the instruments, and you can usually find credits in the instruments section, but I don't think there's enough space for that here. Hand clap. Okay, speaking spells number 4. I win. Now try. Oh, okay. So that's where the voice samples are. Don't know if I can play this. No. It's there. I don't think I'll probably have to load it in. I'm not very good at Optimed anyways, so. Okay, let's try to remember how to. Yeah. Right, okay, so we've done reader stuff for the most part. Cover discs has, yeah, I don't do with that. Cover discs are basically like extract disc out into CD, not CD disc, but I don't have any Amiga discs. Serious, did we look through those? Nope, okay. Right, well, we've got on the workbench. Oh, got quite a bit. Okay. What we on? That's plenty of time. Argue 10. The step I made for my workbench to show you how fantastic Movie and Argue cooperate. Amazing Mac workbench windows are built with Mac WB. Okay, apologies for the flicking. I'm getting worse here. What the hell is... Is this like a... it's a preview, isn't it? Oh, hang on a minute. Multi-view. Okay, so it is a picture. Okay, it's fine. It's probably quite big. So what is multi-view? Yeah, I've just... Introduction. It's around 92 when Commodore released a new Amiga Office 2 with this. There were amazing changes for developers and users. All looked a bit more professional. A lot more things were just easy and better to handle than in former times. Earlier, developers had to write their own argument reading system. Often it was really unpractical and difficult to understand. I wonder whether this is arguments from programs. Guys at Commodore knew that and thought that a new standard for argument parsing to avoid confusion about all that. What they finally got was readarg's a system function that parses arguments automatically. Give me a moment, back in a minute. Sorry about that. From now on, the users would have to have a look at this template by adding a question mark to the program's name to execute. In early '96, I developed a GUI layout system called Nice GUI. It was crap, but on this way I created the first version of Argue. Argue's job was and is to read other tools' argument templates with a very nice user interface where the user could decide what he would like to have as arguments. Okay, I'm assuming that's what he meant. Not quite sure. We've seen a few arguments in previous CDs. Argument programs, anyway. What's this? Amiga's answer to Adobe Type Manager. Amiga typeface engine for now. This will be about fonts, wouldn't it? You can use PostScript typefaces on any Amiga app, whether it supports them or not, through the operating system, specifically graphics.library and desk font library. A lot of people are still talking about Workbench 2. Okay, so this is basically type fonts, backdrop, automatically changes the Workbench window picture at an interval set by the user, continuously performs this function as background process requiring no further attention, randomly selects images from a user specified drawer. Drawer may contain a number and type of image files, either readable by the system, data types, or capable of being displayed by the WB pattern preference system. Okay. So I'm assuming it's talking about this sort of thing in the background. Alright, fine, okay. Boards lib. Boards library. Idea to write this library is the XP name library, but the update morale is not very good. Library is able to decode the manufacturer ID and product ID of expansion boards. The name of this board is unknown. It's returned as a string, otherwise you'll see the string unknown. Okay, so this is about boards and stuff. That's fine. Class action. A little tool which simplified the life of all hard disk users. When you run a hard disk, you always have a bunch of files, executables, etc. Class action determines the kind of selected file. Displays a list of actions with form on it. So when you select a GIF picture, it will be recognized by class action as GIF. Display a list of actions with like display or edit. So it's basically just a quick user thing, I think. It's fine. So we've got, I think, 2 different versions, one for movie and one for gap tools. Data types, we've got AIFF format, which is kind of weird because that's the Amiga own. Oh, audio interchange format. Right, okay. Devised by Apple Computer. Most used on Apple computers, such as the notorious Apple II, 2GS, and Apple Macintosh. Introduction of System 7, a sound manager was enhanced to support direct playback of AIFF and AFC. Was adopted for use with codec portfolio CDs. Yeah, this is why I got confused, because of the IFF format and this one. So this is audio. Similar to the A8SVX IFF format, which is commonly used on the Amiga, both are stored in IFF format. Contains sample sound data and offer means to store musical instrument data. So this is almost like it's the mid format for Amigas. Okay, so it's a new format for that. Directory data type. I think it's like maybe database thing. Data type for directories. Subclass of the text data type. Alright, fair enough. Nothing too interesting. Max sound. Just use my multi. On the Apple Mac computer, each file stored on the disk may consist of two parts. One is called a resource fork and one is called a data fork. Both parts can be independently referred to. Data fork one will, for example, find a text stored, additional information such as size and position window in which the text was last edited will be stored in a resource fork. Right, sounds such as the system beep sound are often stored in the resource fork structure, commonly found in S&D types resources. Include the essential data necessary to play it. Okay, so it's just basically for the Amiga stuff. Not Amiga, Apple Mac. I don't know what this is. Can't see any docs for this. Right. DCF77. Receiver software for the German time signal. Signal can be received in most European countries. DCF77 receiver software is unique professional solutions for using. I don't understand what it is though. It's receiver software, but what's receiving? It's a clock program, time signal. Suppose if you knew about it, you knew exactly what this is, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, fair enough. DOS press. A small commodity with 3 functions. Control the wild style flag of the Amiga DOS library. And no click flags of the tracklist device. Don't know what that is. High graphics. New graphics modes for your AGA ECS Amiga. It's freeware and beta release. Max resolution new for scan at 1024 by 768. Minimum resolution is 256 by 192. I believe that's a standard resolution anyway. Tested with Workbench, useless, high flickering, but works. But it works well under Deepink 5. Oh, I'm not going to try that just in case it breaks something. But it's nice to know people were looking at bigger resolutions at 96. I think I was still on 800 by 600. But then again, I did have a 2 meg video card. Got some new icons. MUI ASL. Spoke good-looking, highly configurable user interface into ASL, giving many benefits of innumerable programs. Install scripts as ASL library. Okay, to be honest, I thought ASL was the phone line stuff, but it's not. It's just nothing to do with that. Can't see that. It's fine. Not a problem. Let's do Veil. That's in French. Yeah, I don't know French. I know very little French, so I don't know what that's gonna be. No click. Simple tool to be used with Kickstart 3X, written by Gizzy Mains, freeware. Trackless clicking was released for Sleepless Night, so I've looked for utilities including no click option. Oh, is this to stop the clicking of the Amiga? I think that's what it is. So, for those of you that don't know, the Amiga has something called a heartbeat, and if you turn it on, there's a constant clicking coming from the floppy drive, and it's basically just waiting for a disk to be put in. But apparently you can sort of turn it off, or at least stop it from clicking, and I think that's what this is. Let's on go. Commodity to launch programs via a pop-up menu and manage virtual screens. Program launcher, window manager, and virtual screen manager. Programs can be launched via Workbench's tool menu or via the On Go button and clicked. Do floppies even have a read head? Well, on Amigas, I'm not sure, to be honest. I just know that the clicking that I can hear is part of the, I think it's like, because if you remember, with Windows 95, you had an icon to get it to read the disk, but on Amigas, you just put it in and it just comes up straight away. Three other buttons making oh, what is clicking the read head? No, sorry. From what I can hear, I'm assuming it is the read head then, because it is coming from the actual floppy drive. I don't know whether I don't even have a thing, but you can hear it click, 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 and that's what you can hear from the floppy. Floppy, not floppy disk, floppy drive, sorry. Apologies if that wasn't clear. So yeah, I think it is the read head that's clicking. If I had a microphone, I've got one here, but I need to bring it down, and I can't because it's on an arm. But it'd be good to stick a. I've got a lapel mic, but it doesn't always pick up the lapel mic. I could like put it next to the Amiga so you could hear it. But there's definitely a clicking going on from the read heads. X Windows is, I believe that's Linux. Okay, so this is just like a window manager, I think. Okay, we'll start up. Startup sequence selector, you can define an individual startup sequence and assign it to any key of your keyboard. During a break sequence, you can press a key to select which configuration is used. Main advantage of raw startup, it produces absolutely no output. So this is kind of useful if you want a really basic startup and maybe something goes wrong and you can just kind of go through it that way, I believe. I've had a couple of issues with startups before, but I think I found you can sort of get it to, you can break into it if you get what I mean. But it's been a while since I last did that. And luckily, touch wood, everything's fine, so I don't have to worry about that. Recycler, I think that is a bin, possibly for the Amiga. Oh, it's a BBS thing. If your computer is on all the time, replacing many times you can have your files backed up daily or hourly, depending when you need. Some BBSs do not have built-in or unless it means recycle at time. Just when I heard recycler, I think bin. Just seems to be more of a cron type thing. Res run. Small utility which can be used as a default tool for your icons of your programs or scripts. Will do nothing than reset your machine and run a selected program or script afterwards. It's very useful if you don't have enough memory. For example, expanded 1200. Okay. Right. Run bar. That's going to be similar to the Windows thing. Placement of a tool manager. Using this, you can easily run your programs, tools, prefs, experts, etc. Fast access to programs, a few mouse clicks. Yeah, I thought so. Shower. Oh, shower. I do actually have this on the Mister. So basically what this does is it shows an image on boot up. And it works fairly well. So you don't have to look at the black screen all the time, it just shows up an image. I've been meaning to try the Amiga Monday logo, which is over here, top left. Make a kind of a smaller version of it. Or not smaller, well, yeah, but smaller version, and I've got to change the colour mode. Because I've noticed if you don't, the machine, the Amiga won't show it, or what's the other thing it does? It will show it, but it takes ages to do so because of the color depth. The other thing is I managed to. The other thing is if you open up in D-Paint and if you resize it but don't change the color depth, D-Paint will go. That's fine, but this is massive. It'll try and load it and it'll just die. The show was pretty good actually. I'll have to check whether I think I got 1.2. Although this says 1.16. I'll have to see whether that's a new one or not. Right, MISC will be on 116. Bartman. I think I've seen this before. Making drinks. We've been through this section. Pretty sure we haven't. Sometimes what I've noticed them doing is put the same programs on one CD that they had on the previous CD. They did that with one of the games, if I remember rightly, or at least a few of the games. Trekkie. Unless this was the stuff I looked at Amiga Island. And forgot about it. So I want a summer drink, room temperature, beer in a beer mug. What else am I going to add to it? A bit amaretto. Vanilla liqueur. Black coffee. No. Alabama Slammer. Oh, so I can view these, but this is... I don't know what the hell this is then. Angel's Tit. It's a shot glass with dark cream de cacao, is it? With cream. Tells you how to make it. Has anybody got any drink names to know of that they want me to have a look for? B52. Bailey's Irish Cream. That's Kahlua, that's a type of liqueur. And Grand Marnier. Beer Buster. Coffee liqueur. Vodka, Tabasco, and beer. Sounds like it has a kick. Yeah. Captain's Blood. What's that one? Rum, lime juice, and 2 dashes of bitters. Shake well with cracked ice, strain into a cocktail glass. Cinnamon cola. 1.5 ounces of cinnamon schnapps and cola. Well, I'm glad it wasn't actual cinnamon. Oh, does it have a zombie in here? Is that a new one? Nope, zombie's there. Light rum, creme de noix, is it? I mispronounced it. Triple sec, sour mix, orange juice, and 151 proof rum. And if I remember rightly, they have like they're set like to something. I can't remember what it's set like to. There was like this kind of half a lime or something they're set like to. They've put something on it as well. Yep, and of course, Sex on the Beach. Vodka, melon liqueur, raspberry liqueur, pineapple juice, and cranberry juice. So yeah, I don't know what this bit is at the top. But it's good that you can, it shows you how to make all the different cocktails. Crypt, I think it's to do with cryptography. Encrypts data. Yep. I'm sure we've been through this. HD off. Noise saver for the A1200 and 400 IDs. It stops the HD motor X minutes after the last access. Oh, this was it felt like it was one of those programs that the Amiga parallel port drive allocates the hardware. And you got timer units. It just felt like there was a book that I've got called Dummy's Guide to Electronics, and one of the things you can do is you can get like parallel port and program it. And you can do it through DOS. It's really cool. What time are we on? 1:23. Right, I'll come back to this next week. I'm going to check to see if I've gone through this because this feels very familiar. Got more music, animation. Right, let me have a quick look at the push pilot before we go. At least it's something fun. Oh, it just says read me. Let's see if there's anything else in here. like someone either used Bryce or it's probably Bryce actually thinking about it. Or something similar to Bryce. Right, okay. I'll double check if I've gone through this, and if I haven't, then we've got this to go through. That's fine. So we'll do that next week. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if I can find the alien. I'm going to reboot this as well. I'm going to see if I can find the alien demo. Should be able to run it through this because I do actually want to play it. Alien. Is it Alien 2? It's Alien 2. Well, okay, I found it. And it's only 6.5 meg. Which one was it? Was it this one? Got it. I'm just going to put it into the Amiga, extract it out. See if it runs. Um, what was it called? Scopex Aliens 2. There we go. AX. Reacting it, give you a moment. I think I can run this one. No. Okay. Unless this is the PC version. Nope, it's fine. Okay. And there you go. That was Alien 2 demo. And that was the one that I said that reminded me a lot of. It looked very much like PS1 graphics to me, but you might disagree with that. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Right, okay, let's get on with the second half of this stream. I'll do some gaming. Specifically, it's going to be on Wasted Dreams that I needed to get back to. So let me just restart Workbench, clear out any issues. As I know sometimes if I don't do that, the sound doesn't come up. Okay. I'll leave the intro on for those of you that have forgotten what the intro is or haven't seen it before.
It all began over 2 years ago. The Earth had become overpopulated with poverty and misery on every corner. The criminals had taken control over the cities, and nobody was safe anymore. To escape from the madness, Harper and I joined a space exploring mission who required mercenary soldiers. The occasion was perfect, and we were soon on board Explorer FX2. Morale was low, and we'd had enough of traveling throughout the deepest parts of space. Just when all hope in our hearts were about to vanish, like a flash from the sky, she shone brightly in front of us. She was 10 times bigger than Earth and looked a real beauty. We christened her Algillera. First scans of the planet's surface had determined that it was suitable to sustain life. Moreover, there were a plethora of edible plants and simplistic animal forms. We soon landed and quickly established base camp and initiated our basic survival apparatus. It didn't take long before we began to explore our potential new home. Our base camp has now grown into a fully functioning settlement that Earth would be proud of. We were now ready to make the long journey back to deliver hope and news on our discovery. Sitting comfortably in my chair, I'm watching the rest of the crew board the ship, whole of faces showing excitement and happiness. On my left, I can see Harper, already in a deep sleep. I start to feel the same drowsiness.
Give this man a pop filter. Right, hang on a minute. Get this out of the way. Keep whacking him at my CD case. Right, okay, so this game has some really nice so I can move around, hold, oh, that's a punching, but there is a gun as well. I've already been playing this, so if I remember rightly, I should still have some load. Yeah, okay. Where was it up to? I think it was 11. So it's here, but I've got these annoying things to... So this is going to be a lot of game overs at the moment. I will, in fact, I will also put out my extra channel where I put all my backups for this Twitch channel. So at the moment I've just made a playlist of this. I need to get all them all together so that it's all under one. But there was a similar place to this where it was like kind of like walkways and things, but it was under sewers. And then you also had levers to open different doors, and like lever here would be like open a door down there. And it got to the point where I just ended up having to make a map out the whole thing. And this is going to be the same, I think. I do remember when I came back to this, I could not remember how I got to this part. I think I just started walking. Apologies if you're partway through this, but Technically, so am I. I think the last time I looked at this was November last year. That's how it generates.
Another one. There are so many of them.
Yeah. Up in, it's going to come back down again. Yep.
Another.
Problem is, I can't remember if it was going down or up. I've been trying to look for what I did last time.
Another one. There are so many of them.
Yeah. Yeah, so think flashback, and it's probably similar to the idea behind flashback. Obviously, it doesn't look the same. But it's got that same sort of action adventure style like flashback. For fuck's sake. Okay, so this one goes up. I think I can move. And then I'm gonna move this way. Yep. Goes. Oops. Now Someone's gonna come up behind me. Probably. Problem is just trying to remember the patterns. Top post.
This place is pretty secure, but it doesn't fit into this complex properly. And this wall sounds like it's hollow.
Oh. So there might be a lever somewhere. And nothing's coming back up. So there's something... Right, okay. That's interesting. And the thing about this game is it is a two-player. So it'll be interesting to see if... I don't know whether it'll work with an Amiga 500. I know Pastor Plunger has an Amiga 500 now. Shit. So if it does work on one of those, in fact, let me just double check. I think it does. Be interested to see him and his other half play. But he only has floppy only. I'm pretty sure you can get it without AGA. It's published for the ST as well. Not Weird Dreams. Wasted. So ECS, EGA, and CD-ROM is definitely going to be able to. So ECS is I think it's a Amiga 500 Plus and the A600. Yeah, bit of a shame, really. On his end, I was just saying because it would have been nice to see him play it with Danny. I think this comes back up. Yeah. And I'm going to come back down for that one, yeah. And then I should be able to go up. Just going to double check what was said. Oh shit, not there. I'm dead now. Yeah, because the problem is I'm out of time. This kind of weird timing thing. So I need to go up twice.
This place is pretty secure, but and this wall.
It doesn't look like I can actually enter it. Let's see. Is it Amiga key? Gas mask, priority card, empty shell, locker card, ID card, crowbar, screwdriver, shrapnel, minerals, empty can, pickaxe, laser card. Thank you, something.
Nothing. It seems it's not working with stone alloys. Let's try digging. Aha! Now I understand why they still use pickaxes. That'll be enough for me to slip through.
Okay, I think I need to save here then. There we go. Right, so I've actually gone past that. I didn't think I was ever going to get out of there. What's up here? Nothing?
It's too strong. This cave looks like it might collapse at any moment. The cave doesn't look safe at all. This is pretty high for trying to jump, but it seems I don't have much time to think of anything else.
Okay.
It looks like this position is the best. Now let's be brave. It's better to try this than waiting for the cave to be my grave.
Oh, I know what we are. We are at the beginning, at where we started. I do need some... See, I've got the body logo. It's basically saying that I'm gonna die soon. I don't have any power for my gun. I can't remember where I get that from. See if everybody still hates me. Oops.
What a relief, my...
Yeah, well, it won't do you much if you're going to get shot at. Real. That recharge mesh cell. No, I don't remember why we went through there. And we come back out here. Oh, escape from the prison bit.
I could do with the rest, but unfortunately I have no time for that.
Thing is I need to remember what. I remember getting into the jail, and now I've got out of it, which is good. I'm just not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing next.
This machine is used in floor construction. It's weird that it's off right now. But I have no intention of finding out why.
Nobody wants to shoot at me, that's a good thing.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. There might be something useful inside. I just have to find a way to open it. There might...
Okay, can't open that then.
Ammo boxes. I'll take a few. Ammo boxes. I'll take a few.
Well, I'm now full up on weapons.
Welcome to the cleaner. Please choose cleaning level.
Let's see. Scanning, surface, inside, and body cells. Here it is.
Starting cell coding. Now you can say you are truly clean. And remember, tell all your friends that digital drinks and code cleaning machines are the best.
I never understood what that machine did.
This is really tempting. He looks so comfortable. I better get out of here. I don't know how long I can stand this. I must hurry. There's nothing useful on this terminal. This door is closed. Doesn't work. I should try something else. Doesn't work. I should try something else. This door is closed.
Oh, that card does not work here.
This building is still under construction, like many other things around here.
So there's two doors in here I couldn't get into. There's one on that side, and I think there's one on this side.
I was always interested in knowing how these mud machines produced such clear water.
This door? No, I've been in this door. So maybe it's just the one door on that side. Aha. Wonder whether me taking on those guard things might be appropriate. Still got a fist. Well, where's my gun? Unless it got taken from me, but that's possible when I got thrown in jail. Maybe I need to go back and get it. Yeah. Yeah, punching is not going to help. See what happens if I go back to place where I got captured.
It's too strong. This cave... Canyon walls. I don't think there is a way I can get through. Canyon walls. I don't think there is a way I can get through.
No. Okay.
This is pretty high for trying to jump. It looks like this position is the best.
That's quick enough.
This is pretty high. It looks like this position.
Can we be lucky? No. No, we can't. I should have killed those two when I had the chance. Problem is, I've got no gun now. Let's give me a sec. Let me just try and find out what I'm supposed to do.
Opportunity is all around.
Okay, done through that. I've already been through the sewers. Right, okay, so we're up to the bit where I got to where it said that the wall is. comes back into the original area. So I'm not even halfway through the game yet. So he goes back up to that one area. He's got just about as much health and ammo as I have. Uses a shield like I've just tried, the shield regenerator. So it looks like I'm going to have to save around that area. I wonder, does he go back through the caves again? What's big as big gun? Right, okay. Alright, let's try this again.
The cave. This is pretty high. It looks like this position.
I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go grab a gun. And then I'm going to go back and get some body shield stuff.
This gun is not very powerful, but it's better than nothing.
Do I want to get some more ammo? I should be okay with that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it when we get to this area. And get healed quickly. Oh, but there's two of them, that's the issue. Getting his gun out without actually going in. I've done it, so I know it could be done, it's just the RNG I think is the issue. doesn't help, it's two of them. Nope, nope. Maybe I should have not picked up the gun first. Yeah, got you. This time.
What a
Shift. Right, I tell you what, we'll come back to this next week. But the good thing is I've managed to get out of the area that I was having a massive issue with. So the area we started out with the laser bits going backwards and forwards, that was hugely frustrating. Because, as you can see, once the laser beam went over, or the electric beam went over, that was it, you were dead. No ifs, no buts, still with it. Maybe is that's it, done. So I wasn't even sure which direction was going, and I wasn't sure if I had to map out the area, but luckily, according to the playthrough, I've done it correctly, so that's good. I might have to check through the playthrough anyway, just to see if I'm supposed to pick something up within that section, but I hopefully doubt it. But I'm definitely going to come back to that next week. I need to finish it off anyway. And like I said, according to the Amiga long play, I am about just under halfway through. So I'm going to finish off getting the playlist sorted for that, and it's on the extra channel at the moment. Give me a sec, let me just get rid of these CD. Right, let me go and find the I'll give you the playlist so at least you've got that, and then I will add to it tonight and through the week. At the moment it's got 4 in there, but I don't think it's from the beginning, so give me a week to get it sorted, but I'll give you the link anyway. Right, so that's linked to that playlist for this particular game. Yeah, thanks everybody for popping in, and this is basically how I do my Amiga Mondays. Basically, first half go through CD, and I'll go through everything, and then second half I'll be gaming. So it's not totally. I know everybody's not down with everything on a CD, or they're just here for the games, and that's fine. I get that. Occasionally I will kind of have an idea, and I will kind of sort of, as a change, go and do it like a themed game thing. So I've done 3D shooters, I've done Arnold Schwarzenegger in games, I've done Sylvester Stallone in games, and I think there was another one I did. I can't remember what the other one I did. So occasionally I will swap it out and do something different. I have done Amiga programming, so game programming that is. So for example, there was an all PC game called Last Half of Darkness. Let me just try and find where that's gone. Where's the Can Do. Can Do is like HyperCard for the Amiga. And I do need to get back to this as well, but where did I put it? Okay, I don't think I've gone to this bit. And then I can kind of go click here, it moves, click there. Doesn't do anything because I've got to open the door. And then I can kind of go through it. And I go to the entrance hall. But you noticed, let's put this down. This is changing and this is changing, but there's no image. That's because I need to get back into doing deluxe paint, and once I'm comfortable with it I can change this to reflect what's on there. But oops, I've gone to an area that doesn't exist. That's fine. I think it's this way I can go. Yeah. No. Oh, because I'm in design mode, not browse mode. And then I can go to the hallway. So it does update, and that's what I've been doing. And then I can kind of go into the scripts and change it all. So that was the game that I'm going to be doing as a kind of remake kind of thing. Again, I need to get back into doing that. But again, I just wanted to kind of sort out the art side before I carried it on. Because otherwise it just looks like a plane and it needs fixing. So I'll probably do a stream once I'm confident with Deluxe Paint. I can do a stream where I'm just doing the artwork for that. I'll probably do a couple on myself just to kind of get myself used to it, and then I can come back to it. But that's another thing that I can do. But yeah, this is generally Amiga Monday. I will be back not tomorrow, unfortunately, because I'm away. Every second Tuesday I go to Indie Game Dev. It's a meet up for us in the Manchester area. So every second Tuesday of the month I don't have a stream. Sometimes I can fix it. So I think what I will do, since I'm not available tomorrow and I do want to carry on with Mados, is I will move the Tuesday stream of this week to Thursday. So at the same time, 9:30 GMT. I'll update the schedule after the stream so you can see that. So Thursday I'm back with Darkseid 2. Then Friday we're going to be doing random games on Windows 3. And then Sunday is going to be another Darkseid stream. So that's the schedule for this week. So again, thanks everyone for popping in. We'll see you on Thursday. Let's see who's available for raiding. See you later, Honky Tonk. There's a few people playing Amiga stuff. Charlie Farr's doing Doom 64. But Beanhead is doing Amiga CD32. Amiga Live is doing Mortal Kombat 2, and that girl Joe is the other Amiga Monday person doing new games. We have a tough one this week. I've not raided that girl Joey in a while, so we'll go over to that girl Joey for more Amiga fun. And that girl Joey did raid me recently, so good to return the favour. Let's do the raid. There we go. Right, again, thanks everybody for popping in. See you Thursday, or if not, you know the rest of my stream schedule. And until then, I will see you there. See you later. Bye.